Guys, CT Generations here. It's AirKing with Snake here, and Snake is doing a Nova Grappler deck profile for us. And if you want to take it from here, Snake?
Yeah, sure. This is my deck build for the GB1 Generation Stride booster set. These are more or less cards that came out of it. Basically, my starter that I chose is Extreme Battler Rumble. His skill is Generation Break 1. If the card in front of it stands up, it will also stand, so restanding starters is pretty good. In my deck build, I run 6 stand triggers. I run 4 Energy Girls and 2 Razors. The 2 Razors I chose to use because I had them laying around were Turbo Razor and Battle Razor. So it's really good to recycle stand triggers. So that's why you might mainly run them. The rest of my trigger lineup is nothing special. Just 3 crit, 3 draw, and 4 heal. That's basically it for my trigger lineup. For my grade 1s, I run 4 Final Wrenches. He's actually extremely useful when it comes to the deck build. If the unit in front of it stands up, it gets additional 4,000 power, so it's always really good to gain additional power when it comes to restanding unit. I also run 2 Extreme Battler Asherides, or however you pronounce it. This is basically the stride fodder for it. It also allows me to search my deck for Extreme Battler Victor, which is always a plus, so I only run 2 of him. I don't want it to take up too much space in the deck. I run 4 Aura Ballers, because I feel like having a 10k attacker is always necessary in a deck. So yeah. And for the last of it, I run 3 Perfect Guards, only to keep up consistency with the rest of the deck. Alright, and with my grade 2 lineup, I run only 2 10k bodies. I chose King of Swords because I just like the art design on him. I don't know why. I run 4 Extreme Battler Gunzerks, the 12k attacker. Again, another staple to the deck. In my deck, I only run 3 Extreme Battler Sazandas. This unit's skill is that Generation Break 1, whenever it restands, it will get additional 5,000 power. So it's always good for a late game or early game push. I run only 2 Cool Hanks. Its skill, Generation Break 1, when it's being boosted, I can choose one of my units to restand it, Counterblast 1. And the unit that I chose to restand will get additional 5,000 power, which goes well with Sazanda. And I run only 2 Starlight Hedgehogs. It's really useful when it comes to this deck. It's a damage on flipper, and I also get to draw a card from it, but only if one unit on my field restands. So it's really good and really easy to pull off.
Right.
Now,
let's get on to bosses.
Yep. Let's start off with the more controversial pick that people might yell at me about, but I don't care. You can all eat penis.
Hate you.
Yep. Ashura Kaiser. I only run 1 of him because 1, he looks like a badass. 2, his skill is actually pretty good, especially for now, because whenever he drive checks, for those who don't know what he does, whenever I do a drive check and I reveal grade 3, I get to stand up with one of my Nova Grappler units, which is always a plus. And I only run. Wait, what?
Plan B?
Yep, Plan B. More like Plan C. Yeah, if
Plan C.
everything else. Yep, if everything
Plan
goes
C.
to shit. And I run 4 muscle shakes. As dude, don't hate on him. It has 2 skills. The second one down here. When this unit is placed, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1, I get to choose one unit on my field, grade 1 or lower, and I get to choose a unit on my opponent's field that's a grade 1 or lower. Compare our powers, and I get to retire my opponent's unit. So, and its second skill, Generation Break 1, Counterblast 2, stand up 2 units and they gain plus 2,000. So, even better. Really good for a tentacle monster. And the thing that most people have been waiting for, Extreme Battler Victor, the main boss card, and the freaking crybaby over there, AirKing.
Hey.
Crying about it with a pile of salt. Yeah, Grappler. For those of you who don't know what he is the main break stride of the entire deck. When you stride over him, you get the Counterblast 1 and restand 1 of your units, and that unit gets plus 5,000, which is really useful. And it's Generation Break 2 skill. When this unit is attacking, I get to stand up a unit on my field, and it gets plus 5,000. So another really big plus. So yeah.
Now let's see the generations.
Yeah, Generation Stride. Yeah. In this deck, I only run, I basically run 4 Metro Kaiser Vic 10s. Skill. When this unit attack hits, I get to stand up 1 of my units and that unit gets plus 5,000 power. So, really good when you stride over it with Victor. And even better card to stride, the thing that most people have been waiting for and have been jacking off to.
I already knew that.
Yes. Is Metro Kaiser Victor Plasma, which in my opinion is my favorite stride throughout all the other strides as of far. Because his skill, he is actually a restanding stride unit. But the payment is actually really heavy because you have to Counterblast 2, flip another Victor Plasma, and you lose 1 drive check. So even though he's restanding, he basically loses 1 drive check. So he's basically just a restanding Vanguard, which is still really nice with all the extra power. And the only way I can complete this deck is by getting 1 more of him, and I'll be done. So yeah, that is my build. Any questions?
Yeah. Do you hate me?
Yes.
Do you don't like me as a friend?
Nope.
Alright, any closing statements about your deck?
Yes. The only things that I'll be changing in my deck are an extra Victor Plasma, and I might change around my grade 2 lineup a little bit. I might get rid of the 10k attackers for more Cool Hanks, because in my opinion Cool Hank is slightly more useful than the 10k bodies.
Alright. Anything else you want to add, Jesse? Or is that all?
You said my name. That's what you say.
Snake.
Yeah, Snake. Yeah. No, that's basically it.
Alright, so guys, this has been CT Generations. Like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry for the shaky video. Our team leader has the stand right now, so we're doing it as best as we could, and he recently moved. So, location issues, kind of a problem, but hope you guys don't mind as much. And I'll see you in the next video.
I do have one more.
What?
For those of you who are going to go to Springfest, just know that if you have a spare Metro Kaiser that you care to donate.
Alright, that's the end of the video.
Okay.
You beggar. Alright, see you guys in the next vid.